Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is basically going to be the opposite of last week's sit down video, which is a get unready with me. So as you guys can see, I just got out the shower. Today we're going to be doing skincare. I'm going to show you guys like my holy grail skincare products, but I'm also going to be showing you guys some new things I'm going to try today for us. And we're just going to be chit chatting, have a nice little chit chat rant, whatever you want to call it. So if you guys want to just hang out with me for a little nightly unwind before I go to bed, just keep on watching. If you're new here, don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, and let's just get right into the video. So yeah, I just got out the shower. I'm gonna brush my hair while we sit here. My skin is literally crying for some moisturizer. She's so dry. You guys know my skin literally, wow, she's dehydrated. She be thirsty. If I don't put moisturizer on within like 2 minutes of me getting out the shower, I swear to God, it wants to crack up and like fall off my face. I'm trying to think, should I zoom you guys in? Should I angle you guys down a little more? I don't really know. Hold on, let me brush my hair. So yeah. Ow. I wash my hair with the Necessaire shampoo and conditioner, which is like my fave. It just gets my hair so squeaky clean. And like it just, I don't know. You could just tell like it doesn't weigh it down. I could never brush the back of my hair good. You would think in my big age that I would have mastered brushing my hair, but apparently not. But it just gets your hair so nice, so clean, so light and airy. But the conditioner also moisturized, but it's not like the type of conditioner where it leaves like a residue. I hate when I find stuff that I like and then it leaves like a film or like an oil on my hair, because I don't use any products in my hair. So I just like my hair to always be like light, airy, fresh, cover girl, you know, those types of vibes. I'm gonna put on a little bit of lip moisturizer. I'm gonna be putting on my Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is in the one vanilla. So I'm just gonna pop that on because my lips was dry, my skin is dry, my legs dry. Your girl is just the Sahara Desert over here, and I just don't like those vibes. I'm also gonna show you guys like my holy grail skincare products, which are the things that I use every single day. But for the sake of today's video, I'm also going to be trying new stuff. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put my hair serum in. Oh, y'all see that? Not it looking like a hookah session over here. Hold up, wait a minute. And we're going to talk about today. These weren't like topics that were on my mind, because I'm not going to lie, I was drawing blanks and I wasn't really prepared to be doing this video today. By the way, my steamer's from Vanity Planet. I'll link everything down below. But so I didn't have like anything lingering on my mind, so I just asked my friends on Instagram, aka those of you that follow me on IG, what do you guys want to talk about? So I just took some of my favorite topics that I felt like I probably could have came up with myself, but I just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I love the way this theme feels. It feels so freaking good. If you guys hear the rain that's making a vocal appearance in our YouTube video, I am so sorry. We're in Philadelphia where the weather has been absolutely terrible. But okay, the first thing we're going to talk about, someone said feeling like I'm too late compared to others my age accomplishing my goals. And I thought that was interesting because I could definitely see where a lot of people struggle with this. For me personally, I think that comparison is the thief of like just self-peace, joy, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of just really being proud of yourself and your accomplishments. But I think that everybody faces it at some point in their lives. Oh, there's the dog. It's always the dog or somebody. Oh my stars. But I definitely think that at some point in everybody's life, they do kind of look at people their age and they feel like, damn, like how did this person accomplish this much in comparison to me? At the same time, you have to think about it. While you may look at someone else your age and think that, there's also someone that's looking at you and thinking that you accomplished more than them. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be really mindful and be able to correct yourself in that situation and just realize that like we're our biggest critics in life. I feel like for me personally, I'm not someone that gets comfortable. Like no matter what I accomplish, when I reach it, whether that was like the biggest goal of my life and I do reach it, I instantly have another goal. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I look at girls my age, like, okay, for instance, girls in the YouTube space that are literally my age, and yeah, they have accomplished more than me, but I also take into consideration like time. How much time has this person put into YouTube in comparison to me? How much stronger is their work ethic in comparison to me? Like, so if I was posting only vlogs one day out of a week for 2 years, but they were pushing out 3 videos a week, I can understand why. But sometimes I feel like you do get into the mindset where it's just like you put yourself down, because you could be like, oh, you know, like, why didn't I push myself a little bit harder, because that could have been me. But again, I don't think it's healthy, because doing that would just make you not really appreciate the things that you have accomplished and the things that you do have going for yourself, because you're dwelling on what could have been, when you need to really focus on what's in front of you, what's yours, what you have mastered, what you have overcome, and, you know, like, what's under your resume, what's under your belt. Because at the end of the day, what's under somebody else's belt has nothing to do with you. It's not going to get you a job. It's not going to bring you no money. So I definitely feel like we all go through that a little bit, you know. Like, I'm not going to say it's unrealistic, but I think that it should just be something that pushes you to want more out of life. Just seeing what someone else could do with the same 24 hours, with the same job. And, you know, like, do I need to be better at organizing? Do I need better time management? Like, how can I achieve said goals that you feel like you're watching somebody else get? I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like I just was talking in circles right there. My skin feels so much better now that we're steaming, but yeah, I mean, I think definitely, like, comparison is just something that, it's what comes with social media. That's the one downside about social media, is that we all just kind of are, like, seeing everybody else's life, and it's just like, damn, you 26 and you married, da, 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 you know what I'm saying? Or you got this and I don't have that, where it's just like, people do different things with their time to get different things, and that's okay. Before we even jump into me trying the skincare though, I feel like all my chapstick came off. You guys see I'm getting a pimple right here? And I don't break out anymore. Tragic. It's because I just haven't been on my skincare, which is why this video is a thing right now. So I'm gonna go in with my Foreo really quickly for like 2 minutes, just to like waken my skin up, wake my skin up, get everything kind of moving. I just use this because I just want like a sharper jawline. I've been contemplating getting a jaw filler, but I just haven't got around to that, because you guys know I have chin filler and I have lip filler. I swear to God, I don't look any different, but I feel I always need to disclose that, just so that people know, you know. Like, I don't want anybody to ever think, oh my God, she's so pretty. Girl, I got filler and Botox. I am filled up and Botoxed up. But yeah, I'm just gonna put the it's like a water based, is it called serum? Yes, serum, just so that the thingy mabob could glide on. It looks like this. It's a cute little thing. I've been using it for a while. I really like it though. It feels nice. Like, I like the way it feels on my skin. Is it gonna turn on? Oh, there it go. Whoa, baby, it's on 4. I don't want it on 4. Let's put it on 3. So another thing that somebody brought up was inflation, which I thought was hilarious, because baby, the price of everything is going up in the world except for people's pay, okay? And I feel like that's including mine. Even though I have like an unconventional career, I feel like with the way that the world is going, they could, I'm gonna raise my fees for sponsorships and stuff. Like, things are so high now. I feel like I have on my nighttime voice, like my I'm going to bed voice, you know, like my operator voice. But things are so high, bitch. Eggs cost like $7. And don't get me started on it if you want pasture raised, okay? If you want pasture raised, they approaching $8. For some eggs, they're mass producing chickens. These chickens are obese to the point that like they can't even walk on their legs, like their legs are breaking. Have you guys ever watched those documentaries? They're so sad. And don't get me wrong though, I love eggs. I know, I'm so sorry. I said it, somebody has to admit to it. But they're mass producing all of this, right? They got all these chickens, and now we in an egg shortage, and eggs cost an arm and a leg. $7 for some eggs. But don't get me started on the price of butter, because butter is the same price as eggs. How does that even make sense? Like, I just feel like literally the price of everything is so high. Like, when I do like my monthly roundup of groceries, like that one time a month where I gotta replenish everything, like cereal, snack, and I just feel like the fact that everybody knows that everything is inflated in price, and the fact that they think that people are still gonna survive on like minimum wage is crazy. Like, let's not even talk about how much apartments cost. And let's not even talk about when you want to move into an apartment, they say you need 3 times the monthly rent. Who? How? So first of all, like in a city like Philadelphia, like for the most part, like apartments are just high as hell, okay, in general. So we got these expensive behind apartments. They just keep building them, even though I don't even know if there's enough people to move into them. I got my little bowl of water. Harper put cold water in it, but whatever, we move. So I'm wiping the serum off just because I don't like leaving stuff on my face. But these apartments are so expensive. Literally a 1-bedroom is like $1,800. I mean, obviously this depends on like if you want like brand new appliances and like something semi-modern or new, right? But that's still high. So $1,800 for a 1-bedroom. Like we're up there with New York prices in Philly. And then if you want a 2-bedroom, oh baby, you're approaching $3,000, okay? Crazy times we live in. Baby, you're still under 2,000 square feet though. And then on top of that, it's like they want you to have 3 months time to rent a proof of income. Who's making that anymore? Like, you know, like I feel like everybody that I talk to that has like a 9-to-5 job doesn't have like that. Like I don't get it. Like inflation's crazy. It's freaking mind-boggling to me. And I just feel like that's why a lot of people just feel like, you know, it's considered like a luxury lifestyle. But even though like for the most part, I feel like some things like that, they're not as luxury as they used to be because they're so easily available. Like when you think about going apartment hunting, most apartments these days that are going up all look like that, but then the prices are so high because obviously it's a supply and demand thing. But at the same time, I was like, I know I could hear his sound machine, but at the same time, it's just like I'm gonna go on with some eye mask because I'm fancy. I'm gonna use the KNC Beauty one. I also had these ones, Rejuvenate eye gels. I also had some ones that had like prongs in them, but you're like supposed to sleep in them. I ain't sleeping in no eye patches, so I'm gonna put these on. So yeah, I just feel like the price of everything is so high, but it's so unrealistic. Like I don't know. Like I see people all the time just complaining about how like they literally want somebody to make 3 times a month's rent, even if like your rent is like lower, like $800. That's still a lot of money for somebody to be making. And then like even if they can show that they have three times that coming in, you still got utilities, you still got car notes, car insurance, groceries, all types of stuff. Like I don't know who the hell came up with these numbers of anything, but take it back. Take that back immediately. Oh, these are so cute. This is like my second time using these, and these are adorable. So cute. Should I take a thumbnail on these? I definitely feel like inflation is a joke. Even me, like, it's because I'm self-employed. Because you guys know, this is like my full-time job over here. I still gag at the price of things. And like, don't even get me started on the sugar tax in Philadelphia. For those of you that are not from Pennsylvania, you're probably like, what the hell is that? Oh, we get sugar taxed. Basically, if we buy juice in Philadelphia, there's a tax on it. And it's not like no little bit of tax. Like, juice be like $45 a thing. Carton, right? Adds up. So basically they don't want you to drink juice, which I get. Okay, first of all, like everybody in America is obese. Like let's not even start about. Is it my problem that everybody in America is obese, or is it America's problem that they put so much sugar and stuff? Because Europe doesn't have this problem. They sell the same juices. Is it because they have better like quality control? Oh, I don't know, America. I'm gonna need us to pick and choose our battles. Don't get me started on a plastic bag ban, because I feel like Philadelphia got way more things to worry about than plastic bags and sugar and my juice. But whatever. So yeah, inflation is crazy, and yeah, us Philadelphians are paying upwards of $45 for a thing of Minute Maid. It's freaking insane. Don't get me started on the prices Simply, okay? Like if you like the good stuff, ooh baby, you might as well dedicate $50 of your budget to juice. So yeah, I'm just gonna let these sit on for a couple minutes just so that my under eyes can get a little hydrated, because they've been kind of dry. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't finna lie. They've been a little dehydrated, okay? I can't. This rain melting mines. It's melting mines. It's melting my cubes. I was chill. I was on ice, and now the rain is melting mines, and I hope you guys can't hear it. But yeah, it's crazy. Inflation is insane, and you know they're saying we're going into a recession. Some people are saying we're already in a recession. Who am I to go back and forth? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be an adult anymore, and that's just how I feel about it. I don't care when it happens, if it's already happening. I don't want to be an adult. Like, bizarre times we're living in. I feel like I'm living in the textbook that I used to read in history class in the 8th grade. Like, I didn't think I was going to I thought that America was going to get their shit together by the time I became an adult. That's what I thought. You know, like that's what I was under the impression of when I was in school and reading about how America was basically in shambles. I was like, oh, by the time I grow up, it'll be completely different. And ain't at all, which is so freaking crazy. Like, America needs a prayer, a miracle, and probably just a fresh restart. You know, I'm gonna wet my face with this La Roche water, and then I want to try this cleanser. Why do I have water in the can, y'all? I don't know. I like her though. I really like her. I really enjoy her actually. Anytime my skin is feeling a little dry, I use her. This is the Milk Cleanse by Moon Juice. It's a gentle bubbles, and massage onto wet skin and rinse. AM follow with plump jelly. PM follow with acid potion. Okay, whatever. Oh, it was already coming out. I even squeeze it. You kind of loose, boo. All right, let's try this cleanser because I've been curious about it. By the way, all the skincare that we're trying today, I've never used before. So she smells. It's like she smells clean. I'm gonna take the eye patches off in a second. She smells clean, but at the same time, I can smell something, very much something. Oh, these feel so yummy. I don't feel like they have enough what is it called, stuff in it though. Like, they're not. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice cleanser, y'all. See, I like when I can see my cleanser. It's not like super bubbly. Let me wet my fingers a little bit more. It's not like super bubbly, but it's a nice. Ooh, I like this cleanser a lot. I like the smell. It smells clean. This is good though. I needed to cleanse my face anyways to get like the serum off and stuff before I go into skincare. This is really nice, y'all. Don't forget, I have everything linked down below just in case you guys are curious. But this is actually really nice. And I'm really picky about my cleansers, but it's like glide. Like, you see that? It's like gliding on the skin like butter. Like, I'm barely touching my face, but I could tell it's not drying, but that is definitely removing everything that shouldn't be on my face. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about was like cancel culture within like brands. So I feel like cancel culture, what was that? I feel like cancel culture in today's times, people gonna try to cancel people for everything, just like the way you breathe. You know, like, I feel like some YouTubers have gone through it. Like, people say one thing wrong. And, you know, the thing about being a YouTuber is like, you gotta remember when you consume people's content that we chop and screw everything. So to us, it's like, oh, we're talking too much and we can remove something. To us, it doesn't seem important in the conversation, but to somebody, it was a very vital part of information. Or things just come across easily misconstrued and people get confused, and then it becomes like this big whole thing. Or people just say things they don't have no business saying. Okay, it's whatever. And I definitely feel like people try to cancel people for everything, but I also feel like sometimes people deserve to get canceled. I've never really canceled like anybody in my mind, but something that I did kind of cancel, which I was so distraught about, y'all, was Balenciaga. And I never like dived too much into it or like did too much research. I basically, that's actually a very nice cleanser. That might be my new favorite cleanser. Sorry, from this La Roche one. That might be like my I'm feeling fancy cleanser, you know, like this ain't drugstore cleanser. But the reason I kind of felt a type of ways about it is because as a consumer, right, first of all, you spend a lot of money with them. Like, when you're talking bags, you talk about upwards of $2,000. When you're talking about shoes, you're talking about upwards of $1,000. When you're talking about kids' clothes, you're talking about upwards of $500. Like, it's not a little bit of money. And I feel like the mistake that they made, whether they made it directly or whoever was doing the shoot, whatever their excuse was, their little bailout claim was, I feel like with Balenciaga, when it came to doing something that involved kids, it was like, whoa, you know? And as a parent, I was like, that's insane. I'm going to go in with a physical exfoliator. We have the Versed Daymaker Micro Crystal Exfoliator, and I also have the Grown Alchemist one, polishing it. Let's go in with the Grown Alchemist because I used this morning and I really enjoyed how it smells. Packaging, stunning. But this is the polishing facial, yada yada yada. I'm just going to use a little bit. It's like a super gentle exfoliant, like nothing too harsh, but I definitely feel like when it comes to like involving kids, it was like, whoa, let's pump our brakes. And, you know, they were basically saying, oh, yeah, like, we basically hired an agency and stuff like that. But they did hire an agency to produce that shoot. It's like, to me, as the company, you never got the, like, final photos or, what do they call, campaigns, and had to approve them before they went global, like international, you know what I'm saying? So like, to me, it was just a very weird situation, and I just didn't like the way it sat with me. And again, I didn't dive into conspiracy theories or like really go too far into it. It's like, from the beginning, from the get-go, it just wasn't something that I really like supported. And I'm not here to say that like it's gonna be like a long-term thing for me, like 20 years from now I'm gonna be like, no, I'm never wearing Balenciaga. But right now, even like when I was carrying my bag, because I was wearing a Balenciaga bag as my daily bag when this the whole thing happened, and I was like, I don't even like the bag anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like really weird because I essentially canceled the brand on my own. I didn't like verbally express it to my followers or anything, but like, to me, I just was like, I don't want shit to do with them. Like, I ain't wearing their stuff. Mind you, I have bags, shoes, everything you could think of from them, okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm cool. I don't want it no more. And it just was because, again, like, it's just involving children, you know, like, children are the most pure things on the earth, and I just feel like, let's not play with kids, you know? Like, you want to play with adults, okay, cool, do that, but children, little kids at that, like, them little kids were like every little bit of like 3 or 4, I want to say. They were tiny in those campaigns, because I know Balenciaga, they don't even start making their clothes, only start at like 2 to 3. So those kids were definitely like 3-4 years old, and I just felt like their apology was not even like sincere or anything. And I definitely completely understand why a lot of people decided to like not support the brand anymore, but I also understand why some people continue to wear this stuff, because at the end of the day, like, if you already owned it, it's like, whatever, you already spent your money. Like, getting rid of the bag is not going to do anything. But like, when people were trashing your stuff, it's like, whatever. But I feel like, for me, I don't have any interest in like going inside the store right now. Like, I don't even know what they would have to do to make it right, or maybe I would have to get like amnesia or something, but for me, I just can't see it happening. But then, like, alongside Balenciaga, you guys know it's like the whole ordeal with Tarte going on. And basically, you know, it's so funny because before I ever did YouTube, I was someone that always consumed YouTube. Like, I was consuming YouTube back in the days of, what was her name, Dolce Candy. I used to love her. And like, these were the people that all had like the same makeup rooms with all the IKEA stuff, and it was all white, and they got so much PR. They had like rooms full of makeup, okay? Like Desi, Katie, Time the Infamous. Like, I used to really consume YouTube. And for me, when Tarte did that, what did they take them to? Turks and Caicos, the Maldives, somewhere, Bora Bora, I don't know. And the whole thing came up about them not really being like color inclusive, and then they did like the foundations, and then they did like the whole, you know, they're not inclusive of Black women or Black creators, and then their color range showed that. So when this whole situation happened recently, where they went to Dubai, and there was a couple Black creators there. I didn't look too much into everybody, but I think there was 3. I know Monet was one of them, and I saw another girl, I believe she was pregnant. I don't know her name. I've never seen her content. Oh, my skin feels so nice. But I know there were a couple, but the main idea is that in comparison to their white counterparts, their Caucasian counterparts, it wasn't like a 50-50 thing, or even close to that, okay? I'm gonna go in with the Moon Juice Acid Potion. This is also new to me. I got this recently. I don't know, this Moon Juice, their aesthetic just kind of does it for me. I'm just gonna smack this in my hand if it comes out. But you know, it was also a time where everybody was like, oh, cancel Tarte, don't use Shape Tape, and you know, like, they don't care about Black people. And then like Fenty came out with like 40 something shades, you know, because it was like, oh, like, there's no reason y'all couldn't master the undertones of colored women, because clearly it can happen. Y'all just didn't care that much. So I feel like Balenciaga 100% deserves to get canceled because it comes to kids. And I feel like the people at Tarte, they need to just fire the whole team and restart. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they can do it. It's like whoever's on the team, is just not making it a priority. Maybe they're low-key racist. Maybe they low-key are just like, when it comes to black creators or whatever, like whatever the case may be. I don't know. Like, I love Shape Tape. I think that Tarte has some really amazing products. But like, I'm not the deepest that skin goes. I'm not that dark, and I feel like my undertone isn't that hard to master because it's kind of neutral, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, the deeper you go neutral, you go warm, you go yellow, you go red. Like, that's where things, you go blue when it comes to darker women. And Tarte just was basically like, we don't want no parts. And I think that's very lazy on their behalf. So watching people on TikTok like go into this uproar, and I saw someone post and they were like, y'all is so like over this stuff. They was like, this ain't new for them, and it damn sure ain't. They did it a couple years ago, and with the OG YouTubers, they did it. Everybody forgot, and they did it again. So now that we could establish that it's not, I don't want to say it's not an accident, because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know, I'm gonna reapply some chapstick. So it's like, damn, because I really like their concealer. I really do. I don't try many concealers on the market, but Shape Tape is definitely up there with one of my favorites. Like, one of my like doesn't let me down. But you know, I haven't bought any because like now that they did it again, I'm just like, oh, y'all don't care that y'all made that mistake before. Like, y'all have no intentions of ever fixing it. And again, they didn't have to invite all black creators, but I also think that there were multiple other influencers that were not Caucasian that could have went, i.e. like Aaliyah and stuff. Like, I think those are very deserving females that are like basically targeting the younger audience, because I think what happens is, I think that like the Desi Perkins and the Kate, like they're all grown, they have all started their own brands, they are successful as hell, you know, like Jackie Aina and stuff. Like, they are doing their own things. They don't care to promote another brand to that extent when they could promote their own. And you know, I also think that like before it was all about the YouTube girlies, and now it's all about the TikTok girlies. And like, that's cool, you know, like whatever Tarte wants to do with their marketing budget, because apparently they don't do anything like with ad money, so that's why they have those big budgets for them trips. Like, it makes sense. But Tarte, I think you should be a little bit more color inclusive. I also think that you should be more inclusive on these trips, because there are so many creators that are doing the same things and have been doing the same things for longer, that obviously you guys are treating them just like the algorithm and not pushing them as much. Because, not saying they because they skin color, but I hate to say it, hope I don't sound crazy, but that's what it looks like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like brands do get canceled easily, but some brands, they deserve it. And I think what happens is because social media could be so easily shared and like it's mainstream and stuff like that, I feel like what happens is it's so easy for the information to get around, and it's so easy for the masses to just turn their back on something if it could be proven that that's what happened. And again, Tarte, it happened twice, so like no excuses. And then like Balenciaga, it's like it came down to kids. Like, people don't play about the innocence of kids, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's like when that little I am an Emmy award winner, they tried to cancel Keith. Oh, people wasn't playing that. They said, you ain't finna cancel Keith, boo. I don't know who you is, because apparently she ain't win Emmys. Apparently she won a Emmy, and it was for a show that nobody knew about. I didn't do my research. I found all this out on TikTok, okay? But I really like Keith. I really think he's such a genuine, I mean, I don't know. But I stand Keith. I think he is so genuine. I just really love his, like, he just really wants to help people, and it really makes me smile, because we really live in a day and age where people are just so freaking evil. That toner was really nice as well. My skin feels great. But we live in like really evil times, and people are just so out for themselves, you know, aka like, you know, there's some YouTubers that, I ain't gonna say it, some YouTube families that all for themselves, never wanted to do anything for anybody, grew these big audiences like of so many people just to burn those same people that put money in their pocket, like all for greed. And then there's people like Keith that he don't care about nothing. He just want to help people. And I was like, the nerve of somebody to try to cancel this man when he's just trying to help other people. Like, and I mean, I hate this hat. I hope it don't sound crazy, but the way that she came on TikTok with her little speech basically saying like, somebody stole my idea and cursing and like her cleavage, and she looked like she was in her PJs. I said, girl, I don't know. Ooh, that's all gooey. I just feel like people want to want to do it, like want to cancel things. And that's the thing, I feel like you have to decipher through the BS when it comes to canceling things. Don't hop on a bandwagon just because everybody's saying, oh yeah, we doing this, we doing that. No, you need to understand why it's happening, and if it's something that you full 100% support, yeah, cancel them. Like, who cares? But like, I'd be damned if I would have believed her and her TikTok talking about somebody stole her show. Girl, whatever your idea was, it wasn't that creative, because everybody in his comments was executive producers offering show ideas and tagging the Food Network. So whatever you had said, you probably stole from one of the people in the comments, but who the hell am I? I'm gonna go on with the glycolic thing from Drunk Elephant. This is the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. I use this stuff sometimes. I use this when I'm feeling fancy and I don't want to use the Paula's Choice, but in full discretion, they are the same. The only thing that's difference between these two is this one is 10% AHA and this one is 8. But when you take price into consideration, girlfriend, just take the 8. And because I've used the 8 way longer than I've used the 10, the 8 is great. But I just use this sometimes. I don't know. They sent it to me in PR and I just try it from time to time. I do enjoy their stuff. I don't know if I would go and buy their stuff because it is quite expensive. And your girl, skincare is not what I like to spend my money on. I'm just saying. I'd rather spend my money on shoes, bags, food, and experiences and things with my kids. And skincare just doesn't fit within that niche. So I'm just going to take that and just apply that on. But oh my God, my skin loves glycolic acid. It's so insane. Oh, my skin is so soft. That little cleanser, exfoliator, toner thing I just did. Oh, baby. My skin is feeling phenomenal. But I also wanted to talk about like low maintenance friends and like friend breakups. I feel like the thing about when I asked Instagram what we should talk about, I feel like it started to show that people on Instagram don't watch my YouTube as much because they kept telling me to talk about stuff I just talked about last week. Like, what the hell? Like, girl, go get on YouTube. Been there, done that. We on to the next topic. Like, y'all need to go tell them we is 20 years ahead of y'all. But so good. So damn good. Why do you see this glow? It's giving glass skin, baby. Low maintenance friends. I definitely think I'm a low maintenance friend. I don't require much. Quite honestly, I don't give a shit if my friends don't ever reach out to me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. We're grown. We all have jobs. Some of us got kids, some of us don't, and it doesn't make me sad. Here's the thing, it's a difference between reaching out to you from like, hey, can we talk? Like, I need somebody to talk to. That's what friends are for, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to unload your stuff on your friends, because if not, what the hell is the friendship? It's basically like an artificial thing, surface level thing, you know what I'm saying? But when I say low maintenance, it's more so like, don't think that we have to talk every single day for us to be friends. We don't. You know, like, we could talk when we're free. Hey, you've been busy, you stressed out, or you're like really busy with work for the last 3 weeks. That's fine, sis. Let me know when you got free time. I ain't going nowhere. I'll be right here on my phone paying this expensive ass phone bill when all I do is use Wi-Fi because I be in the house all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get offended when my friends are not super around in my life or my kids' life. I'm just putting a serum, like a hydration serum from Drunk Elephant on top. I don't even know if I'm supposed to put this on top of things, because I know that Drunk Elephant has like a whole routine, but y'all, we just gonna go for it. If my skin wakes up red tomorrow, it's because I did it for you guys. But I just feel like when you have a friend that's too needy, like, girl, I ain't your mom, okay? I don't want to raise you. Why you need me so much? Or you ain't my kid. I just feel like it becomes draining, and like it loses the aspect of like a friendship in a sense, because yes, call me if you really need to talk to me. Call me if you're in an emergency. Call me if you want to just unload your stress and your sadness or whatever's going on. You want to talk about your relationship, like whatever. Like, that's what I'm here for. But like, we don't have to wish you doing each other to death all day, every day, okay? And I definitely feel like, to me, my friendships are like that. Did I brush my eyebrows this whole entire video? I don't know. I definitely feel like that's how I am. Like, I'm just super like go with the flow. I don't really stress that type of aspect of my friendships because I'm grown and I got my own kids, you know, like I got other stuff to worry about than being a friend. Like, my whole identity is no longer being a good friend. Like, I am a good friend, don't get me wrong, but you know, I'm also a mother. I'm also a businesswoman. I work, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wear a different million hats a day aside from friend. But I'm a good ass friend. You ask anybody that know me, I am a stellar friend. I be ready to go. TTG, okay? Train to go. So Yeah, my skin though, see that glow? See that damn glow? Ooh, this might be my new skincare routine. Hopefully this pimple goes away. I should have put some clindamycin on it so that it goes away. It was a whitehead though earlier and it popped, so I think we're on the right path. It's just taking its time. I don't want to pop it though because I don't want it to scar because it's like such an invisible area. If it was back here, I would have been popped it. That joint would have been popped yesterday. But because it's right here, I don't really want to pop her. I don't want to scar right there in my lip, and then I have to work to get that nice and even. But my skin looks like I went and got a professional facial. Damn, did y'all just hear that? I'm so sorry if you had on headphones. But my skin is definitely giving professional facial. If I would have been able to like shave my face, oh, we would have really been golden. But if we did that, I would have been able to use all my products and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys just enjoyed hanging out with me. I really wanted to do a video with like funny topics because I feel like you guys really enjoy seeing my funny side to me, and I don't show it often. But your girl is quite hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, I got jokes, I got tricks in my sleeves. Sometimes I be drawing blanks on what to talk about. So for our next get ready with me, unget ready with me, whatever the hell we gonna call this, drop some topics down below or DM them to me. Even message me TikToks, okay? I don't care. Send me ideas of what we should talk about so that we could chit chat about it. But I definitely want to do one that's like less serious. But these were stuff brought up by people on Instagram. I gotta show my Instagram family some love. But I definitely want to do one that's like kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to like kiki ha ha ha. But I was drawing blank, so I know what the hell to talk about today. And that says a lot about me because usually I don't know when the hell to shut up. Like right now, for instance. So for me to not know what to talk about says a lot about me. But hey, who am I to judge? But it is 10:12 at night, so what have I been filming for like a little hot minute? I will have everything linked down below for you guys if you want to check out. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I mean obviously this video was just kind of random, like me trying skincare, but everything that I used, chef's kiss. Literally, like this cleanser, I feel kind of sad because you can physically see how much I used. That's the thing about this lip roach one, because it's so big it doesn't disappear quickly. But this one I only did that little bit and it's already going down. This was really good though. I want to go see what else Moon Juice has because I really like their stuff. Like this was bomb. I think this is why my skin is glowing like this in conjunction with the drunk elephant glycolic acid. But yeah, I really liked everything. And that Grown Alchemist, oh, my skin is just so soft. And you guys know I had an allergic reaction last week on my face, and my skin has been so dry and peeling. But baby, you can't tell now. You can't tell now. My skin looks healthy. It looks well lit. I know y'all see that highlight. I know y'all see it because I see it in the viewfinder. But yeah, I'll have everything linked down below for you guys to shop if you want to. I love you guys so much. Oh my god, I'm so happy I'm getting back on like a regular schedule, even though I already don't know what to film next week. So if you guys have any ideas, please let me know down below because your girl don't know. I will see you guys on Sundays. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Yeah, see you guys.